The anime begins with a round table of women discussing politics and national affairs, there even being a black woman in the mix, something we should all be proud of.
Wow! Finally!
We cut to the entrance of Kaminogi Public High School, where a group of boys, Yuki and his friends, are cleaning the classroom. Yuki, a young teenage boy, lives his life on constant hard mode. Because of his supreme and overpowered housekeeping skills, all the other boys can slack off as he does all the work. But his friend slacking off is not why his life's in hard mode. Coming in late to school are suddenly the girls, who have been exclusively granted powers by an organization called Peaches, who actually might just be the round table of women we saw earlier. They grant powers to some girls, but not men. Yuki recites this is the reason, in this world from the moment boys are born, their life is on constant hard mode. As a man, you are less valued in society, and just like in Beyonce's song, it's girls who run the world. Yuki hasn't even touched a girl yet, and because of this world, he's needed to polish his skills in other areas, like sewing and general housework, hoping it'll one day make him useful, which was all the idea of his sister, who'd punish him by putting him in headlocks if he didn't do things right. She saw and knew the system and wanted her younger brother to have an easier life, even if it meant inflicting pain to help him. Yuki thinks back to those excruciating times, missing his sister as she's died. Later that afternoon, Yuki briefly goes to a job fair, hoping it might help him in finding a job. Thinking about his future, he knows he'll need to somehow find a way to make a living in this world. Just like Twitch, it may be more favorable to women, but this world still does offer jobs to men, and you can possibly also work alongside and do the same job as a female co-worker, although it's highly probable she'll mostly get the higher pay. Walking out from his brief after-school visit, Yuki passes a board with the monthly Mato statistics written up, and a cop. The cop doesn't really matter, but what does matter is the information on the board. 18 car accidents caused by malfunctioning AIs, 3 black people shot dead by the hands of police, and 25 missing children taken by the homeless man living under the bridge. Walking a yellowy afternoon, suddenly fog rolls in, and Yuki is swiftly transported to Mato, the demon realm. He panics, realizing the predicament he's in. The demon realm is a place he can very much die. Being taught at school what to do, he pulls out his phone and reads the Mato accident instruction manual, cause he was taught to just check his fucking phone. The manual states if you find yourself in Mato, sit down and wait for help. But how? Stupid fucking instruction manual. How is he gonna do that when he's got demons trying to tickle his goddamn booty?
Let me see that ass.
Getting attacked, Yuki loses his phone and backpack. He runs away into a dead end, and realizing he's nearing his end, regret pours over him. Thoughts of despair and along the way wishing something was done differently wash his mind. But a feeling of slight relief creeps in as he's facing death, remembering that before he accidentally got transported by the gate, also known as the fog, there were 2 little children who were walking in front of him, who were also sent to Mato. At least he won't die alone. Suddenly, Yuki gets saved by another demon, which is the part that had me like, okay, cool, what is happening? The demon is obeying orders. It's controlled by a member of the demon defense force, Kyozen Uzun. Asking for confirmation he was involved in a Mato accident, she then after slices and cuts down the demons in her way, showing no remorse, but annoyance at the one that served her, as it hastily gets eaten. Telling she's here to save Yuki, she introduces himself to him and enslaves another demon under her control. With Yuki on board and them outnumbered, uses it to make a run for it. 3 members of the same defense force squadron make a show. Azuma, Suruga, and Okawamura. Fuck this bitch's name. They report they haven't found any survivors yet, and Uzun, being in charge, gives orders to them to expand the search radius and kill all the pursuing demons. In a soldier-like manner, they accept the orders, and one of the girls warns Yuki to follow Miss Uzun's instructions, if he wants to make it out alive, that is. Using their powers, the squadron members mow down and effectively fight all the demons. Out of the women, they receive powers from the peaches that are grown in the demon realm. Unlike normal girls who can float and control their hair, they are supremely adept when it comes to combat. For example, that little bitch turns into a giant and can orgasm like a raging river, which she could probably use to waterboard the shit out of you. One of the kids that also ended up in the demon realm is also found by the squadron members, unconscious. As soon as he wakes up, he asks where his sister is, who currently is being chased to the edge of a cliff by a demon. Uzin and Yuki jump to save her using the demon, catching the girl in the nick of time before she falls to her death. They engage in fierce combat with the demons around. As the demon is about to pounce on the child, Yuki jumps to protect her using his body, but Uzin saves both of them and erects a barrier around. Thinking back to the circumstances she's faced, Uzin is viewed as a hard worker, but with her ability to enslave demons and males doing her bidding, it's often said she'll never become supreme leader.
The commander of all commanders.
Returning from her train of thought, the commander goes to Yuki, telling she'll be using her power on him. Hearing he'll be turned into a slave, he's unwilling at first, but soon after, Uzin straddles him and she holds out her hand, as if on logic and instinct. So places Yuki under her control and his transformation into a demon begins. Under her control, Yuki emerges the other side a powerful demon and begins fighting the attacking demons. With incredible strength, he mows down most of them to get to the squadron, entrusting the sister's safety to them. All the demons merge and forge into one, creating a real big boy. But using their power, Yuki and Uzin blow straight through the demon's head. Afterward, Yuki transforms back into his human form. The commander talks about making him her slave a permanent arrangement, but first there's a catch to her enslavability. Uzin kisses Yuki. She, as the master, must compensate her slaves with a reward according to their true desires. Since this is the most female contact Yuki has ever gotten other than his sister, he's bricked up and down bad.
Spoilers! This anime is gonna end with them fighting a big bad boss and fucking for days. Comment down below if you want me to recap this series.
Within an empty dirt plain, they begin making out. Uzin's current goal is to become Supreme Commander, the commander of all commanders. Even if one demon were to escape into the human world, the casualties would be in the dozens. Their current Supreme Commander is too lenient. Uzin wants to wipe out all the demons before one gets a chance to escape. And Yuki's reason for wanting to be enslaved is the stupidest shit ever. He wants to become a hero and get his reward. Also avenge his sister who died, but that doesn't matter. Arriving at the Demon Defense Forces base located in the Demon Realm, Yuki steps through a powerful barrier surrounding it, thinking he'll be becoming a Demon Force agent. But unfortunately, since men aren't allowed to join, he's been reduced to nothing more than a caretaker. He'll be hunting demons out on mission, and other times working here as the squadron's caretaker. It's a shitty job, but yeah, he actually likes it.
This anime's name is Mato Seihei no Slave. Leave a like and comment down below if you want to see a part 2, and I'll see you in the next one. My name's IWD Recaps. Peace out.